Hi everyone, welcome to Coffee Chat Classroom today. We are going to talk about career change and how to begin your journey with Aki. Welcome to our channel.
Hi everyone.
So here is today's agenda. As usual, we'll start with brief introduction of what is Coffee Chat and what do we do. Also, I'm going to read you through the whole important notice for 1 minute. Coffee Chat is a small group of volunteers who have experience in HR and recruitment in Japan. We provide free career counseling services to students whose offers and careers got impacted by COVID-19. Coffee Chat Classroom answers the most common questions we receive in our mentor sessions. We summarize the challenges and try to answer them in 5 to 10 minutes in an online classroom setting like this. If your questions are not picked in our session, or if you do have any follow-up questions, please feel free to visit our website coffeechatforyou.com and submit your questions there. We look forward to hearing from more students out there. Coffee Chat activity is all purely voluntary-based activity. All the advice we provide here only represents our own thoughts. Even though include myself, our speakers all came from major tech companies. Please be mindful that we don't represent any companies, brands, or products here on this channel. English is not my native language, and it's not the native language for most of our guest speakers in this channel. We are trying our best to provide flawless contents in this channel. However, you might probably expect some mistakes during the session. But if you do have anything that you don't understand, please do feel free to leave your comment below. We are very happy to assist you on this. So let's get it started, and welcome again, Aki, to our channel.
Hello everyone. Hello. Thanks, Kay, for having me here today.
It's our pleasure to have you on our channel. So do you mind just briefly give it brief introduction to the students in front of the screen?
Yeah, of course. Hi everyone. Hi again. So I'm Aki, and I'm from China. I've been living in Japan for more than 10 years. I really enjoy my life here. And for my 10 years in Japan, I have been working for 3 different companies. So I had some career change. That's why I'm here. Would like to share some experiences over changing your job. And also something about myself. I love snowboarding. I've been snowboarding with Tianyi for a few times.
Aki's way more professional, I have to say that.
And I do aqua yoga with my friends. Also enjoy traveling a lot. And I really love good pizza.
That's great. That's good to know. And welcome again to our channel. And I know, given the current situation, a lot of people been working from home, and then I think the same situation happened to you as well.
Yeah.
Do you mind just briefly introduce your day of life?
Of course. So yeah, this is like a normal weekday looks like. So as you can see, my morning from 9 to 12, it's all meeting time. And also in the afternoon, actually, I usually have back-to-back meetings, very tight schedule. However, as you can see from 8 to 7, I make sure every day I do some activities outside of my house. Either it's running or it's walking, or sometimes I do yoga. Yeah, so actually I do have some tips I would like to share from my own work from home experience. So for the past 4 months, I have been working from my small apartment. However, I think some good tips or some thing we need to keep in mind. The first thing is, I think it's very important to find a location, a spot where you are comfortable to work. And when you leave that spot, make sure that you are off, right? So it's important to be able to turn the on and off switch.
Right. Yeah. Totally agree on that.
Yeah, and the second thing is, I think it's also very beneficial for you to have a very structured daily schedule. It is also related to my third point, especially because you're working from home. So I think it's important to really keep the work-life balance, and please do find things which can make yourself relaxed. And one good advice is since I started working from home, I'm definitely getting more sleep. And enough sleep is very critical.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I also receive a lot of comments from my team members as well, because since we transfer our work style to start working from home, a lot of people think that the switch is really difficult to adjust. Some of them turn out to work 7/24, just because there's no certain on and off switch that can be identified during the day. And then I think some of the advice also apply to the students who is currently not going to school regularly as they used to, and especially during the job hunting period. I think that a structured daily routine schedule will be very beneficial. Thank you so much.
No problem.
As our channel face to more students, and then we would like to ask our guest speakers to answer one of the questions from them. So here is actually a real question from one of the students that I talked to during our mentor session.
Let's see.
Yeah, so he is a student graduating next year. He got an offer from a major tech company, however, as a junior sales. So he has some concerns whether sales is something that he really wants to do in the future. And I noticed along your career, you had several changes, include industries and positions. So do you have any tips that you can share with the students in front of the screens for them to better prepare themselves?
Yeah, so I think just to answer your question, I think yes, it's definitely possible for you to change your career later, right? And I think it's pretty common that when we started with our first job, we have some uncertainties, and we are concerned that if this is a right job for us. So I think my first advice is simple. Just try it out. Just try and slowly to find out if this is the right role for you. If you don't start, you will never find out. So the first thing is just to give it a try. And the second advice I would like to give is keep learning. So I am sure that you will learn a lot about your job and a lot of soft skills, right? However, it's also really important to learn about yourself. So to find out what you really value in life, and then also what your strengths are. And last but most importantly, I think challenge yourself, right? If you decide that you want to take a new challenge in life, then just be confident and trust yourself. Take the challenge. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much for Aki for sharing those 3 simple tips for students to actually keep those in mind. I also noticed that what you have just shared, your first job, you've been working there for almost 9 years, and that's 9 years is actually very long in our lives. So when you decide to actually move the industry as well as your position at the same time from a character licensing company to IT, what are those key points and then that you checked before you made your mind, and what was the trigger?
So my first company, it's actually almost 10 years.
Oh.
And I really enjoyed working for that company, and I've learned a lot. But I think at one point, I noticed that I actually stopped learning. And I think just to have the room for growth is really important for me. So I decided to take a completely like new challenge to move to IT industry. And my second job is a sales manager in IT, right? So I learned everything like literally from zero. But I think as long as you are passionate of what you are doing, there's no need to to worry about like all the new learnings you have to do along the way. So I think that's my learning.
As long as you have the passion, I assume that it's actually fun, and then you'll find it very motivated to learn new things along the way, right?
Yeah, I think most importantly, just to make sure you are enjoying the job and you are enjoying all the learnings you have.
Yes, thank you, Aki, for sharing those tips. And I also hope that you find these tips are very useful. There are more sessions, actually only 2, in the coming June. Please stay tuned and then with us, and then share your calendars and mark your calendars, and we'll see you later in June as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time.
Bye-bye.